Now, Briz, your favorite show that you and Gail love, Sliders.
Yes.
You put something together for this.
Yes, I did. You could call it even a Sliders reboot. It's up on the Bennington Instagram at Bennington SXM.
All right, let me give this a little view here.
What if you could travel to parallel worlds? The same year, the same Earth, only different dimensions. A world where Nazis won World War II. Or where all animals walk upright. Or where San Francisco is a bum-filled hellscape. My friends and I found the gateway. Now the problem is finding our way back home.
This is way too close. All right, help me with some of the inside jokes. I know that Earl's the crying man, but what is he doing?
He's holding up a cheeseburger slider.
Okay, I didn't get that at all.
Yeah.
And what is Vito doing?
He's looking at let's assume we're in an alternate universe, and he's looking at his alternate universe self.
Much thinner and younger.
Yeah, thinner, younger.
And why does that frustrate him?
Because
he realizes he's the fat one. In this alternate universe.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a disgusting fat man.
All right, let me just say a couple of things.
Yeah.
Hey, I can't believe you could do this with a phone. I'm fucking freaked out that you guys could look like you were in a sliders machine. Maybe it would have helped if Earl didn't have the paper underneath the slider.
I was trying to tell him not to, but he said the cheeseburger was too hot.
Stop it, Earl. You fucking got to give for the show.
He's fucking impossible.
So it made no sense to me what he was doing.
Yeah.
I'm going, is this making, and I was thinking, it doesn't look like it's a plain bagel, but is that the joke? And I didn't understand that Vito could look at his picture of himself and be upset. My favorite scene is when you're in the time machine. Because just watch, like Gail is doing the ridiculous 1980s acting. Look, she's just like, what? But that thing is a pretty good effect. That's a better effect than they had in the 80s.
Yeah. I know. It's true.
It's just all on the phone. It's great.
And why are we playing back to Gail's thumb? Does that have anything to do with sliders?
Just that version of Gail is injured.
Now that's the problem, Earl.
Yeah.
A cheeseburger is too hot for you?
It's a problem when you overheat it, and I told him not to overheat it.
Okay, that's fucking crazy.
It's called cooking.
That's fucking nuts what he just said.
Let me just say this, dude. The shot is what matters.
I wish I was there to
Nothing
direct
else
this
matters.
moment.
And why did it have to be hot, Chris?
Yeah, couldn't you guys wait 2 minutes? I wish I had been there to direct
Why
that
couldn't
one.
it just be a cold hamburger? Who cares about it?
Because I thought maybe take the cheeseburger. I thought
He
of a
needed to
different
bite
shot.
it.
Yeah.
For us to understand it was a small
Regardless,
slider.
I picked it up. I said it wasn't that hot. He's impossible, Ron. He's fucking impossible to deal with.
Not impossible. We did take after take. I was like, okay, let's do it again.
And that was the best one.
But guys, think about sliders here. You know what I mean? Sliders comes first.
Sliders comes first. The shot comes first. And the fact that there's this, like, we're just traveling along. And there's a shot that I don't understand that I'm thinking about. And then it's followed by another shot that I don't understand. Why are you happy that you have a slider?
Don't understand it.
That was his direction. He was like, just turn and smile to the camera.
Really, his direction should have been to have a slider in your hand.
And bite
take a
it.
Bite,
Oh, it's too hot.
and
It's
point
too
at
hot.
it. It's a slider. Why did it have to be heated at all?
Could you
Why
have
couldn't
said-
hold a cold
Because I
slider?
ate it afterwards.
Couldn't you
That
have
he
said
did.
it's too hot and then maybe you say, let's wait 2 minutes while this tiny cheeseburger is going to cool down in seconds.
Well,
and then you need to
I
bite
would have
it.
said that, but then I picked it up and it wasn't hot at all. So then maybe I let my frustrations get the best of me.
You know what one of my favorite things is? The editing job of my, right before I mail the top secret letter.
Yeah.
is like you see that I'm weirdly standing there before the action takes place. Like you can actually almost imagine someone saying action.
Now, are these shots from the opening?
No.
Now, why is she sending a top secret letter?
Yeah, I'm
setting it though.
That's you have to watch the show.
You got to see, because in this universe, you're gonna.
We're doing all sorts of shit trying to get back to our home dimension.
Exactly. Sometimes you have to solve.
Going to get you home.
Well, it's going to solve some things.
Maybe
For example, if you recall from the original Sliders, not the Sliders reboot, they hadn't discovered penicillin yet, right?
Yeah.
So now you're like, we got to get penicillin to this new world or else we can't slide out of here. So they had to help create the invention of penicillin.
Yeah, not only were they trying to get home, but they wanted to help these other dimensions.
So
but you know what? They shouldn't have been doing that.
Probably.
Why couldn't they just live their reality?
You know, why is it that the wormhole will let you slide at certain times and not at others? I don't know.
I'm going to say something else. I don't think technically Earl was not eating a slider. It looks like a decent sized burger to me. It might be the napkin doing that. Let's take a look at that burger.
Over San Francisco is a bum-filled hellscape. My friends and I found the gateway. Now the problem is finding our way.
It's great.
Back home.
It's the best thing to reboot.
I think that's the same stuff.
Thanks.
Damn it. It's very Now look, that is not a slider.
We got it from the vending machine. It was a White Castle slider. That's a White Castle
looks like
cheeseburger.
a single size burger.
Maybe it's that Earl has smaller hands than we realize. Could be
That's
that.
probably it.
Earl, you should have fucking put it up to your mouth.
It was too hot, Ron. And look,
It's too hot. You're the director. If I would have told me to bite into it, I would have bit into it.
Holy shit! The first 10 shots, he was keeping it fucking 3 feet away from himself. Like, put it up.
Because I got no direction from you, Mr. Director.
At least he gives you respect and calls you Mr. Director. At least
It's the thing that ruined this. Honestly, if I would have known that was a slider, my laughs would have fucking carried on to the end.
Guffaws.
I wouldn't have been like, huh? Now, what happened, Earl? Was it too hot for you or bad direction?
He heated it. I told him not to heat it up.
No,
He never did. That's bullshit. I'm gonna get the fucking raw video and I'm gonna fucking show you what I had to fucking deal with.
Why you just listen to him?
I will never listen to Earl. Fucking guarantee.
I mean, you hear the passion in his voice. He cares about the project.
Well, when you have something that you put your heart and soul into, and then it bombs. That's going to fucking make you feel bad.
One shot bombs. I think the rest of this thing comes together.
Yeah.
The great group shot.
Yeah, what do you think of the group shot at the end?
Let's look at the group shot. You know what a group shot looks like in a TV show where everyone fucking moves or does something? Yeah. Earl's just staying in the fucking background doing dick.
Because you gave me no direction, Mr. Director.
I needed to give fucking Vito or Gail a direction.
Why didn't you just give him direction?
I guess the fucking robot in the booth needs to be programmed to do whatever the fuck we want him to.
Earl, could you have used more direction? Were you able?
Say, we're getting the group shot, and then we have to move together. Do we move apart? What? Right. Tell me what you need to do.
Pay attention to your fucking surroundings.
I'm watching you. You're directing the same, bro.
You're not watching. You're staring straight ahead, Chris, like a dead-eyed weirdo.
Chris, can you at least say, with no direction, he did make an interesting choice, right? I mean, that was,
He's playing the same guy he played in the other fucking thing. He's dressed the same. He's acting the same.
This is a crossover show, right?
For me,
problem.
You can really see I'm trying to embody Wade there.
Yeah. Bennington Reboot.
Just a couple bad scenes where it would have been perfect. Did you like what everybody else was doing? Were you happy with that?
I was very happy with Gail.
Yeah.
I was very frustrated with Earl, but
It seemed like it all went well.
I didn't want to have a meltdown on set, so I just try to control my anger.
Right. What were you angry about?
We're in the boardroom,
Earl
dude.
fucking not being able to handle a fucking cheeseburger and making up lies now saying where he was like,
well, can I just say this? Thank you for calling it a cheeseburger instead of a slider. Because it looks like
there was a cheeseburger.
A McDonald's size slider.
In Chris's defense, there were two White Castle sliders.
There was one on the fucking thing, dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
There were two in the pack.
We're not talking about the pack from the fucking vending machine.
If he would have had it and just be like, first of all, the name of the show wasn't Slider. It's Sliders. Why would you have the two up? Like,
better.
Hey,
Or,
Sliders.
Honestly, the best possible thing would have been to buy multiple of those.
Yeah.
Pile them up onto a plate so
Yeah.
you see their tiny cheeseburgers. Then he picks one up and eats it.
Yeah, but-
Maybe gives a little wink to the camera.
That's great
But
input.
could you imagine how hot that would be if it was all the sliders?
That's like a nuclear reactor. Would have fucking melted your fucking hand off.
Man, I feel so bad because I was loving it up to that point.
Yeah, me too, Rod. And then I'm fucking triggered from his terrible fucking.
Hey,
nonsense.
dude,
Okay,
what's
don't
Sliders?
get upset.
I didn't say anything bad.
Earl, what do you wish you could have got from Chris? Some direction? Some
Yeah, that would have
motivation?
helped.
I mean, did you even know why you were there? Did you get the sliders joke?
I mean, once he pulled out the burgers, yes. I was like, okay, the sliders. And I'm like, okay. And he was like, okay, turn it this way, which I did. Turn it that way, which I did. And he was like, bring it closer. Okay, fine. I wasn't.
But it was the napkin that looked so weird. He had his hand
He
under a
couldn't
napkin.
handle the heat. I know I can't like fucking record how hot something is.
Did you think of maybe just throwing it out there, putting him in gloves?
No, because no one should need fucking gloves to handle a goddamn tiny cheeseburger.
It's not that tiny. You go back and look at it. It's pretty large. But this show could have been called Quarter Pounder. Now, what was Vito thinking?
Vito, I believe the idea was he sees this alternate universe version of himself and sees he's a much more thin, handsome version.
But he looks like an 8-year-old.
Yeah, that alternate version of me just really got to me because I was just staring at what my life could be.
I did like the glasses that he put on.
Well, because
Yeah.
I'm the professor of the group.
True.
Hey, Joe in Nebraska, what's up?
Not a whole lot. Thanks for taking the call.
Sure.
I was wondering if, with your whole sliders parody deal,
To reboot.
if Earl would have been more comfortable with his two sides of collard greens instead of the hot cheeseburger.
This is an entire thing. I mean, the directorial problem, the thing that destroyed this from being perfect. And we can't figure out whether it was bad directing, bad acting, or why anyone needed to heat something at all.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
I thought about the heat thing. Initially, I went cold, but then I wanted to go hot.
Why?
The method director. I don't know.
Well, the method was you had an actor that couldn't pick it up.
I
He was scalded by it.
I didn't think he had such temperature issues.
I mean, you're lucky you didn't have a lawsuit on your hands.
Yeah, no kidding.
This could sink the show.
It would be tossed out.
Now, Vito, you were there, and you're a person with some directing background. I believe you're a film school graduate.
Yes.
Where do you put the blame on this? Is it on Earl or the actor or Chris, the director?
I think it's really on Chris's fault for if he's going to heat it up, then at least make Earl bite it. Because if it's cold, then I get why he wouldn't bite it. But if you heat it up, then you got to make Earl bite the sandwich, Chris.
I got news for you. I think even if it's cold, he should bite it.
Yeah,
You're
you do what
doing
you
it
got
for
to
the
do.
audience, not for the food thing.
And those things don't taste too bad cold. So
Look, again, you're hung up on the taste and what would be delicious. What I'm trying to say is you got to get the shot. And Earl holding it on a napkin where we can't even see exactly what he is.
I mean, even if it was tilted a little more.
Yeah, it kind of even looks like a slice of cake thing. And he was just happy to have it. I never caught on to the fact that it was a slider.
Yeah, it's
I
a
would
slider.
have if I would have saw a little
Yeah.
burger.
I can say somebody in the room, it was not that hot, though. It was not a boiling hot piece of bread.
Well, we've all been to a restaurant and we've never had a burger so hot that we couldn't pick it up.
I also feel like this. I'm just trying to put myself in the shoes, okay? Somebody says to me, here's the slider, you're going to pick it up, and then you're going to bite it. You're going to show it to the camera. I go, this is much too hot for me. Just give me one moment. It's probably the next sentence I would say.
So you're blaming the actor, not so much the director.
I feel like you could have just said, it's a heat issue. Let's just take a second, and then we can do the shot.
One thing, is your opinion race-based?
No, it really isn't. It's heat-based.
Yeah, I could have communicated that, but he really wanted the shot, and again, he was trying to get the shot. And I was trying to make the most of the situation.
You could have walked across the street. Bill's Burgers has actual sliders, and you would have got 3.
Yeah, I would have came along just for the craft services, to be honest.
Earl's very difficult to work with. I let my frustration get the best of me. I used what I had on camera. It was a very hard day shooting with Earl. He doesn't understand sliders.
How long did the shoot take?
It took hours, Ron.
It did not take hours.
3 hours.
They get that shot? That's bullshit. Straight up.
You're not the only fucking person on the goddamn Sliders reboot, okay? The shit we all have to do.
Okay, I apologize. I thought you were assuming that our shot took 3 hours. I'm sorry.
Oh, good. Yeah, apologize for lying.
How long do you think it took, Earl?
5 minutes tops.
5 minutes? You would have went 6 minutes. It would have been cool enough.
Probably.
I mean, how cool did it need to get?
My breaking point was when he kept putting it down. I was like, "Why are you putting fucking napkin underneath there?" He's like, "It's hot," and then I put my hand on it, and it wasn't that hot. It was fucking slightly more than warm. And I got so I didn't want.
But from the direction, like, give me a plate. I need a plate. Give me a plate right now. Give me a plate, please.
Vito, get the plates. Go into
on the board.
What is
hold it like this. It's hot, like this, so we can get the shot. And it's hot, so as you can see, my fingertips couldn't. I said it was hot.
Are you saying it was so hot it was going through the fucking cardboard? You maniac! You fucking baby!
And I told you that it was hot, and you didn't care. So I was like, fine.
We missed the shot, guys.
Yeah, I know.
We missed the fucking shot.
I know.
It's all anyone's talking about.
Traveling through space and time.
I know.
And you know I love this show. And to be asked to be a part of the reboot was so thrilling for me.
I think you were the only one that was acting like the person acted in the series. Vito surely did. I mean, Vito was lost in it.
I feel like perhaps he only embodied it during the group shot where we put him in a seat because he felt the professor needed a seat while we all stood behind him while he looked smug and smarter. He looked smug and smarter than all of us.
Let's take a look at that.
Yeah, let's go to.
It's coming.
Let's go.
That was missed because I still had the slider thing.
Right, exactly. And I understand that. I mean, that's.
I think my look towards the some other unknown thing was also pretty good. Like, I'm really concerned about getting back to my own planet dimension.
Where's that? Is that here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Yeah, that's a good look.
Great shot. Hey, Rob, what's up, buddy?
Hey, guys. Love the show. You guys remember that show, Square Pegs?
Sure.
Love. Square pegs.
Square pegs. I like it if they like us, but I don't think they like us. That was the girl who went on to be Sex in the City.
Yes. Carrie herself.
Is Don Wiki Wicklin. We were just hearing Earl. It's a mistake, I guess, that happened.
It's an actor who fucking was making shit up and giving me a hard time to the point where he broke me, Ron.
But you never said that to. If you had said,
I'm trying not to be an asshole. I'm trying not to scream in the
if you would just communicate, my ego is not that big, you know.
But your mind is that small. That's
but you felt like you were being a character actor. You know what I mean?
Saying, if you give me the direction, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. But if you're saying, oh, that was great, and I'm assuming it's great. If you're saying, okay, that's what I needed.
Oh, you were telling me it was great this whole time?
No, I kept saying, fucking move the hand up closer. Move your hand up closer.
Which I did. And again, I'm not, I'm not disputing any of that. But if you're telling me...
You're also lying and you said, don't make the cheeseburgers hot. You're lying.
What did I tell you what the cheeseburgers were? They were hot. That's what I said.
No, but then you said you fucking lied to all of us. Like when I was heating up the fucking cheeseburger.
And I said,
you said, don't do that, Chris. That never fucking happened.
Good impression.
That never fucking happened. And then
were we not in the kitchen?
On my fucking nerves.
Why would you heat it?
My nerves.
It doesn't make sense.
You know what, Ron? Maybe it did make sense, okay? I'll concede that point. All right, no, what? I fucking this is what I thought. I was like, I'll give fucking Earl a cold cheeseburger, but I didn't think he could handle a cold cheeseburger. He'd be confused by it. So I was like, I'll make it a hot cheeseburger, so that'd be easier for him. Instead, it made it worse. So you know what? Ultimately, my fucking planning around Earl's insanity fucked the whole thing up.
All right, then I'm done. I'm done.
You're done what? You're not going to act in the series?
I'm done.
See, we got episodes coming up.
I'm done. If I'm
like
difficult, if I'm difficult and I'm hampering the success of this reboot,
No, come on.
I'm done. Recast me.
We can't recast you.
How many
You
other
look
crying men do we
very,
have?
You're the
like very
crying man.
specifically like him.
You guys step up. Stop being such a fucking diva.
Wasn't being a diva. The only one who's the one screaming.
He's done. He's not going to do another one.
Please.
You're gonna be on the call show.
No, Chris,
Did
now.
I know him? He's done. He will not do this.
Chris, you can't do this to us. I mean, look, I understood where you were coming from, the frustration, but the most important thing is the show. Are you really willing to fuck our whole show, Walter, over this?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm just glad that Earl didn't melt his fingertips. Or else I don't know what I'd do.
It wouldn't have happened, Ron.
Hey, is Mac here today?
Mac is here.
Send Mac in.
Daddy, lover.
And here's the scene. Here's the group shot where Earl just stares into fucking nowhere.
And then Vito's playing the professor.
That was a nice
Very
choice,
smug.
Vito.
It was a good choice where he took off the glasses and looked smug. Because that guy was very smug.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he also died during it, right?
Yeah, I think towards like before the last season, like the actor died and they had to replace him.
Oh,
I'm gonna
just like our show.
I'm gonna say this, Mac. You weren't even alive for this show.
No.
Now, seeing what you saw in this, is this a show that you and your young friends would watch, your Generation Z friends?
Honestly, seeing the reaction to this trailer and how passionate everyone is about this project, I definitely would tune in.
Okay.
What do you think of Earl's choices of wrapping the slider in a fucking napkin so nobody knows what it is?
I mean, I wish he had taken a bite. I think
the bite would have been
I don't know why you smiled since you're in another dimension away from your own.
Yeah. It's a terrifying.
That was the direction I had. He was like, turning the camera and smile.
It's 100% Chris's fault then.
I know everything's my fault.
I'm not saying it's your.
Yes,
well,
you literally are.
Did you tell me? Did you or did you not tell me not to smile?
Let's go ahead. Did you or did you not?
I told him to look happy about the cheeseburger because he has a slider. I said, look happy because you have a fucking cheeseburger.
Did you not say now smile?
I said, look happy for the fucking cheeseburger. I never said now smile.
I just noticed there's steam coming off that fucking slider.
Look, this is what I'm going to say.
Okay.
You always need kind of breaks within your scene, even if for a very short scene. So you got to think of each individual moment. Now I'm feeling scared. Now I'm curious. Now I'm pleased with what I just saw. You know, like an actor goes through like a lot of emotions in a very quick amount of time. So you have to kind of break it down. Some actors do that naturally. Other actors need assistance from directors to get those breaks.
Look, let me tell you something. In my opinion, there's technical directors, and we know who a lot of the James Cameron is a great technical. Steven Spielberg, but then there's an actors director, Norman Jewison, Robert Redford.
Yeah,
I don't think Chris is either. I don't think he fits into either camp, and I don't know anybody who would be an actor in jeopardy like that.
There was no jeopardy. There was a sensitivity to heat. He also has a sensitivity to sound.
Hearing. That's right.
Yes, he has a sensitivity to hearing.
Why? What happened there?
If there are loud sounds anywhere near him, he acts like he got shot in the neck. He acts like he fucking something terrible happened to him.
Can you give me just an example of how loud a sound would be for him?
I can attest to that. Also, I think I've witnessed it.
He jumps.
But
You're a bit jumpy, Earl.
Vito's seen as well.
Yes, I have. Pardon me for having sensitive ears. Okay.
Okay.
But I mean, Matt
you don't have
thinks
to feel
that
bad.
you're a freak, and she's starting to feel like she is in some kind of jeopardy here, as if you're going to break a Me Too thing.
Not at all.
I just, it's just a little jumpy, but this is all a very sensitive subject apparently with this trailer. So I don't know. I feel like tensions are high right now.
There's a lot of passion.
Well, somebody's going to be gone, either Earl or Chris, by the end of this.
I'm not leaving. It's not going to happen. All right? I'll make amends, but I ain't leaving. And then the amends
You know
should be
what
him
kind of
apologizing
fucking
to
that
me.
sounds like? a warning sign that Columbine should have picked up. I mean, you're coming off like a fucking shooter.
Is this going to be a safe work environment for us?
It isn't safe. We've seen that.
The heat, for sure.
Yeah.
No, there is no heat problem.
Yeah, I have to take Chris's side on this. I'm
What a shock the white people stay together.
I don't know. I'm understanding where he's coming from in all of this. And
Okay, let's shoot another scene. Or I'm going to let you in flight before this starts. So Chris can get what
And I
he
can scream in your ear.
Mike in Ohio.
Mike in Iowa.
Yeah.
So this conversation reminds me, Chris is kind of like Kubrick with Shelley Duvall with Shining, where they
Yes.
that thing.
Yeah, he fucked with her, made her feel true terror.
That's right.
And
in
victimized.
Jeopardy. So poor Earl is in jeopardy with this steaming hot burger.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that seem to be on your side now, Earl. Not in this building, but out there in the heartland.
The only thing I will say about the Shining example is, but, you know, throughout all that torture, he did get the performance out of her. I feel like in this case, he tortured and it stunted his performance.
Instead, Chris was left broken and in pain.
Trent in Florida.
So I think you figured out yesterday what Earl's problem is here.
What's that?
It's semen buildup.
I don't think we can say that in front of our intern. Look at Felicity Hoffman. They said she could get as much as 18 years for this.
What?
Yeah.
It's insane.
She had somebody take an SAT for her kids. Hold
And now
on, I'm
she'll go
looking
to
at some
prison.
possible people that could replace Earl. Perfect. Earl, you're done. Huh? You're not going back for the series?
No, I'm done. I can't walk back from this.
Why can't you just man up, apologize to me, and fucking go on with the show? It's going to be a great show.
The show's done, dude.
It's not done.
It doesn't work without all the sliders.
I know.
And
that's actually a thing on the show. You can't leave one of them behind. Like you all have to slide together.
Yes, it's done. This was going to be a series that I was hoping was going to run as long as Big Bang Theory, which has run now for over 13 episodes. It's coming to its end in 66 days.
Sad.
They think that it's going to end. Should I give it away because it's a spoiler alert, but I have friends in LA?
Yeah.
All right, spoiler alert. You can turn off the show for just, say, 45 seconds. I'll give you a couple seconds if you want to tap out before I give you the end of Big Bang Theory. I believe that's enough time now. The Big Bang Theory is going to end with a murder-suicide.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they say it's unbelievable. Now, the weird thing is, it's the guy who works in the comic book shop that goes around. Bang! I mean, it's fucking just pure execution.
Wow.
Bang!
Oh, that's
People are
sick.
fucking screaming for their lives.
Wow.
Don't fucking do it, man! I want to live. I have babies. Bang! Bang! The babies are crying in the crib. Bang, bang!
This is awful.
Yeah, and there's just blood on him, blood all over the fucking set, blood on the streets of the town of New Haven.
I mean, that's going to be so upsetting. I feel like America's grown to love these characters.
It's still going to be funny, don't get me wrong. But it's going to be, somewhat horrifying. Earl, is there any way that Chris could convince you to stay in Sliders?
No, because it's always going to be in the back of my head. Because every time we do a scene,
Earl, come on, be a professional.
Every time we do a
please.
scene and then the things don't go well, and I'm waiting for the meltdown.
Hey, can I try this, Earl? Would this work for you? If Chris blew himself, would you then be able to say, this is the guy?
Think about it, Earl. It's a pretty good offer.
Remotely possible?
All right.
That's fat
weight.
shaming.
Dude, let's just say weight shaming instead of fat shaming.
I'm sick of
Because
this.
fat shaming is actually weight shaming when you think
Okay,
about
Fat
it.
shaming is a form of fat shaming.
Yeah.
in itself.
Yes.
Stop fucking weight shaming me, all right? Take
Yeah, fat
direction.
shaming is funnier. Earl, are you done? You out?
Come on, Earl.
I'm out.
No,
done.
come
Hey.
on, please.
Hey, quick question. Could this go on as a 3-character piece?
I just don't think it's as good or diverse enough for 2019.
You guys got a problem with an Asian guy? He's the crime man. He's the soul singer.
I would never believe it.
Yeah. What if I can get Bobby Lee?
Okay, maybe.
Now it's starting to change minds.
I mean, Earl did commit in the last scene, though, when you all did pose. I liked his
You like his
character.
choice there.
Yes. I
think it's menacing.
Yeah,
it's
The
scary.
guy who's furious at Chris.
That's probably what he was
not
thinking about.
acting
That's,
then, yeah.
let's take a look.
It's a totally different character than when he bites in, or well,
Yeah, and that's not what
thereof.
we want. We want a consistency. Chris in Indiana. Chris.
Well, I know if he's not going to do the crime man role, what about more of a method acting type thing he's familiar with, like a fainting goat?
Does that make sense to you, Earl, that you come in and faint?
Could that work?
No, that would not.
Oh my God. I just wanted the best for this.
Hey, Mac, you went to a big school, right? A big, expensive school. Did
Yeah.
your parents have to pay somebody off to get you in there?
No, but I want to say I wish they had, but they did not.
You wish you went off to a junior college?
Honestly, the appeal of a more affordable education really is growing on me. So I understand why you would do what you can.
I could definitely get you out of this country into Costa Rica. I have a contact.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some friend of mine is banging a gringo. And she could set you up with a new Hispanic name and a whole new way to live.
Sounds pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's a good setup. It's hard to say no to that.
You could be a drug mule
Okay.
/ madam.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Best of both worlds right there.
It really is. Justin in Baltimore?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I was just wondering if I could audition for Earl's part.
Oh, look, I'm just going to say this. Without Earl, why do we even go on?
Yeah, I mean
that's
we
the
need
box
Earl,
office.
Chris.
That's
I know
box
we need
office
Earl.
mojo right there.
I know we need
Why
Earl.
didn't you treat him like you needed him?
Because he made me frustrated, all right? And he didn't fucking take direction, and he was being crazy.
Well,
Earl, do you feel like you didn't take direction at all? Be honest about
I
this.
took every directing move that he made. He was like, if turn it this way, I turned it that way.
Now,
Turn it close.
just
Move
because-
closer, move closer. I didn't, but I never got frustrated. I never got angry.
Okay.
I never got hostile about
But Chris
it.
has admitted some of his faults, like where he dropped the ball in directing. Do you think at any point you feel like you dropped the ball as an actor?
Yes, of course I did. I mean,
part?
clearly, like,
So-
and
what part?
obviously,
Is it
if the,
Atkins'
the
choice?
sliders were such a big issue, I wouldn't have never said it at all. I would have just.
He would have always have said it.
I would
Yes,
just.
he
I wouldn't have said a word.
You would have just held on to the hotness.
I would have just. I would have dealt with it, and that, okay, and I would have dealt with that and moved on.
That would have made me respect you a lot more.
Yeah.
If you would have just said, this is going to burn, but I'm going to do it.
And I would have respected that. I'm like, you know what? Thank you.
And then you probably would have been more conscious in the future of not putting him in a position where he had hot fingers.
Yes, exactly. I wasn't blasting loud sounds at him.
Fingers. Hot fingers. Bartender, what's up, buddy?
Hey, I just wanted to ask Chris Spielberg over there if I could give him a note. Maybe we go a different way
Okay.
to avoid the heat issues with Earl's little dainty fingers. What if we put a cold baseball in his hand and see if he can throw a slider? Maybe
Okay.
that would be a lot easier to do.
That's great.
I'm not sure if that. Do you think that would visually come off? Like, would people understand? Like, I get it. It's a slider.
I think people would have more.
Well, if he's got the filthy stuff, it's going to come
Right,
off on
good
camera
point.
perfectly.
Good point.
How you doing
Bartender.
with the stink? You able to move that fucking slider in? I mean, it's going to come inside. Because no one, when that fucking slider breaks across, it's fucking impossible to hit.
It would drop off the table, Ronnie B. There's like.
Well, that would be a curve, not a slider. But I'd like to see you come in with a Cuban palm. Pitch that you never even see anymore. Hey, Lewis, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, if Earl doesn't want to do the show, I think I know a way to help out Chris. They can replace Earl with a red-eared slider turtle. You'll get the same acting
Good
performance.
idea.
It'll be great.
I just recently watched a video where a guy had an albino red-eared slider turtle with a heart born on the outside of the shell. So, I mean, maybe this is something we could look into. I don't know if people are going to get it. But
yeah, every show likes a cute little character, a little cute animal. They can replace Earl.
It's a lot cuter than Earl, yeah.
I'll tell you this. I think Earl's got social justice on his side. That thing is fucking adorable.
It's really cute.
I just want to pinch its heart.
No, don't.
Why?
It's so sensitive. It's right there. Please.
Mike in Canada.
Hey, I just want Earl to know that just because he's black doesn't mean he's right.
Oh, that sounds like another racist Canadian.
Typical.
Attacking black people.
Typical.
This is one of the reasons you won't go to Canada, right, Earl?
I have many issues with the Great White North. Yes.
Oh.
Particularly the city of Toronto.
Earl going to Austin this year?
He is not as of right now.
Congratulations, Earl. Congratulations.
Not happy about it, but hey.
Are you willing to say it's a race-related issue?
I'm not ready to go there yet. I'm kind of mystified at why I'm not going, but I'm not. But hey, business
Skin
is
color.
business.
That's simple. Skin color.
Because it's Texas.
Yeah. No, because it's the 1800s. That's why. Because this is 1849, and the Civil War is not going to start for another 12 years. And action, Earl. How do you feel about it?
Well, I would have to be not as uppity.
Cut. Perfect. Let's move on. That's how easy it is to direct him.
I mean, he responded to you very well.
Now, let me fucking just put this on his jam bag and see if he doesn't fucking have a bad take. I see this, Gail, and I know you're the opposite. I know you see it as 100% Earl's fault. I see this as bad directing.
Look, all I want is for this to be resolved. I definitely don't want Earl to back out of the show.
Oh, he's done.
Please, Earl.
Earl, what would it take to get you back on it?
Interesting. Raise?
I'll tell you this. Nobody will ever believe another word he says if he does it.
More scenes? You want more screen time? Is that what this comes down to?
That's pretty sweet.
Hickman Bell said the same thing as me. He thought that Earl was holding a plain bagel. And that was my initial thing. This said, the cast is perfect, except for you forgot the Jerry O'Connell guy and subbed him with another fat Pavarotti looking dude.
More weight shaming. God damn it.
Oh, look who it is. Your old friend that you got rid of.
Left him high and dry, Ron.
Let's all act like we're dancing while he's still doing the thing.
Wow, there's the dancing in this room is really
good,
unbelievable.
Now, the guy right there, when Chris got dumped by his
no good ex-girlfriend,
his no good ex-girlfriend,
Who might be a part of this this ring. Education.
He hung out with that guy and his nerd friends, Vito and his nerd friends. Even's going so far as going to a destroyed island.
Pre-destroyed. It was destroyed shortly after St. Martin.
Oh.
You know what else was pre-destroyed? You're directing a slide.
There's one bad scene. I think that I can totally redeem myself.
Can I just tell you
I'm
something?
a fledgling director.
There's a million directors out there, but there's only one Black Earl Douglas.
I get that. I want the show to continue. I have issues with Earl.
Hold on, another racist from Canada, Vin. Go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, Bennington?
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah, I just wanted to let Earl know I always bet on black.
Oh, that's nice, Earl.
So,
Thanks,
some
brother.
support.
Dave, Santa Cruz.
What's going on, Ronnie? Hey, Stanley, you got to, as a director, you got to tell Earl to take the pain and channel it to something else. Stanley.
These are all good. This is all good advice. I underestimated Earl's abilities, and I overestimated mine. I think that's what happened.
That would have been a good idea, actually, to take the pain from the sliders. So he's happy about the sliders, but the pain is how he feels in this alternate dimension. It could have really been a deep performance.
Okay, that's good. We could use you on set.
Yeah.
Here's how I would have played it, Earl, and I know I don't want to kind of do that for you, but I'm just showing myself, and I've had quite a bit of acting before. I've been in commercials. Right? So this is the burger, and I assume that it's hot. Here's what I've done. I grab the burger, literally press my fingers into it, turn to the camera, and go like this. This burger is so damn hot.
God.
And scene.
That was beautiful.
Are your fingers okay, sir?
You want to know the truth? This thing isn't even hot. That's the power of
Holy.
acting. And yet, my fingers
God.
felt like they were burning.
I was
know what I mean?
convinced.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I thought those cigars in there were all lit, and that's what you were experiencing.
I sent Fez the picture. Look, you see this person here? How would you describe? What would you say, Chris Stanley?
See a young white girl, young white woman.
That's as far as you go. This is why cops can't fucking solve crimes. Vito, you're a regular fella. Come on over and look at this. No, I'm definitely.
I feel like Vito will give a pretty detailed description.
Do you think so?
I would bet on it.
All right. Vito, how
what
would
do you
you
think of this?
What do you
this
think?
young lady?
Attractive 24-year-old girl, blonde hair, very stylish.
Guess what? This hot chick used to be babysat by Gail when Gail was
Yes.
a little
Like,
kid.
and she was teeny. Not like a kid. She was a baby when I would babysit her.
And she's Australian, but lived in our building. So Fez just said, I said it to Fez. I go, do you have, do you know her? Do you know her? Because we know her when she was like a little more than a toddler. And then he writes, I have no idea who that is. And then I gave the name, and then he hasn't responded. So I guess he might have had another heart attack. I'm a little
hope he's
concerned.
okay.
I'm fucking freaked out right now, if I'm going to be totally honest. I wish we had him here to direct. Or he would have been perfect to play the part that Vito played.
Yeah, he would be really good at that. Sorry,
I
Dave.
feel like you did a good job in my part.
I'm going to show you something that was sent to me yesterday. I don't want you to see who it is.
Okay.
And see if you can guess. And I'm going to keep it down. Can you guess who this person is?
I have no idea. I mean, at first I would
Vito?
have.
No.
I have no idea who that is.
I do not know. No, who is that?
This is doing a part right now, Mr. Robert Kelly.
No, it's not.
What?
Is it really?
Yeah. He is the original R. Kelly, and that's him playing the Santa Claus. In a movie, I believe it's called Santa Claus is Real, and I can prove it. He's right here. I think, well, I'm going to take Elliot, and then we got to go to break. Elliot.
Hey, Bennington's longtime caller, first-time listener.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm confused how it can be too hot for Earl when black people put hot sauce on everything.
You're a fucking racist, dude.
Unbelievable.
You're a racist.
Awful.
Earl, I'm sorry you had to hear that. That was racist, man.
Very.